everyone. I'm Dr. Erica David, and I'm one of the clinical directors for Special Olympics. I really miss seeing all of you wonderful athletes in person. And even though we can't be together right now, I'm really glad to be able to talk to you a bit today. So today I'm going to talk to you about something that's very important, something that you can't live without, and that you really need to take care of to be an excellent athlete. What I'm going to talk to you about today are your bones. There are 206 bones in the human body, and bones have lots of purposes. One main purpose is to help to support our bodies and to give us structure. Without our bones, we would essentially be big piles of jello. So we definitely don't want to have that. Now, in addition to supporting our bodies, the bones can do other things. They can help to allow movement. They protect our bodies. They produce red blood cells, store minerals, and help to regulate our endocrine systems. Now, there are many different bones in your body. As I said, there are 206, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. The largest bone in the body is called the femur, and that's your thigh bone. And the smallest, tiniest bone is the stapes, which is actually in your middle ear. Obviously, the bones are very important, and we can't live without them. So since they're such important parts of us, we need to do all that we can to keep them healthy and strong. So there are several things that we can do to protect our bones and to make them as strong and healthy as possible. One thing is that we can make sure that we include a lot of calcium in our diets. So there are many different places that we can get calcium from. One of the first places people tend to think of are dairy products, and those are things like milk, cheese, yogurt. But in addition to dairy products, there are many other areas that we can get calcium from. Some other sources of calcium are almonds, broccoli, kale, tofu, and dried fruit. Dark leafy green vegetables are considered to be even better sources of calcium than some dairy products. So examples of those are vegetables like kale. So make sure you get all of those in your diet and you'll have a good amount of calcium and healthy bones. The next thing we can do is to make sure that we get sufficient vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is needed by the body to absorb all of that calcium that we needed. There are several places that we can get vitamin D from. Sunlight is actually a very important way to get vitamin D. So make sure that you spend a good amount of time outside, get some fresh air, and make sure you get some sunlight, and that's going to help there. There are some foods that we can eat that can help with vitamin D. Those include oily fish like salmon and trout. Plant and dairy milks are usually fortified with vitamin D, so drinking those can be helpful. And we can also have some fortified yogurts and cereals. And as an extra boost, you can always ask your health care provider about a vitamin D supplement if you need it. And one other big thing that you can do to help your bones, and this is something that all of you athletes should be doing anyway, is to get daily physical activity. Now, physical activity is excellent for strengthening your bones. In particular, weight-bearing activities can be very helpful. Walking, running, jogging, climbing stairs, but there are also many weight-bearing activities that we can do in other settings, such as mat exercises and also chair and wheelchair exercises. So I hope today you've learned a bit about your bones and what you can do for them to keep them healthy and strong. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you at another MedFest in the future. Until then, stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.
Hello, Special Olympics athletes. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Zlotnick, but you probably know me as Dr. Z. I'm the Senior Director of MedFest at Special Olympics, New Jersey. And you probably recognize me because I'm probably the person who did your pre-participation exam. I know we're all tired of sitting around and not doing anything, so I wanted to give you some tips on staying active and staying healthy. One thing you could do is get out for a walk or even a run. A couple of things I'd recommend is wear sunglasses to protect your eyes if it's sunny outside. Wear good shoes to help protect your feet. And if you are going to start off slow. Watch your distance to start off with. If it's very crowded out there, wear a mask. Not only helps protect you, but protects others. It's the smart thing to do. And if you chair it, you can still get out and enjoy the great outdoors. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the fresh air. If you have one, take a bicycle ride. Just remember, very important, always wear a helmet to protect your head, wear glasses to protect your eyes, and gloves to protect your hands. And remember to look around to to make sure there's no traffic coming to see you. It's also important to get some exercise. If you don't have a weight bench, you can still do exercises on a mat or on the floor, like push-ups or sit-ups. If you are going to use weights, more reps and low weight are better. Just remember to start slow again. Remember to eat healthy, that's very important. You want to watch your portion size, stay away from very high calorie and fatty foods, and stick to high fiber, vegetables and fruits. You can enjoy something like my whole grain muffin that I'm having for breakfast this morning. Remember, we are all in this together. Your Special Olympics crew will always be here for you if you need anything. So stay healthy, stay strong, stay active, and remember, the games will be coming back. Have a great day.
Hi athletes, I'm Dr. Namish Baxi. I'm a spine and sports specialist. I work at the Hospital for Special Surgery, and I wanted to give you a few tips on how to warm up your core, especially in this time during quarantine where we're moving a little bit less. It's really important to have a strong core and to use these exercises to warm up even before engaging in your sports or your activity. 3 exercises I'm gonna go over. I want you guys to try doing 3 to 5 times a week. It's really important to do on a regular basis. It's good to do before your sport, and even if you're having a rest day, I still want you to try to do these 3 exercises. They're called the McGill 3. It's all about activating your core, strengthening your abdominal muscles, your glute muscles, and getting your back nice and warmed up. So the first exercise, I want you guys to lie down flat on your back here. Go into tabletop position with your shins parallel to the ground and your low back pinned to the ground, your belly button really squeezing down into your spine. And I want you to push your knees into your hands, contracting your abdominal muscles, still pushing your low back into the ground, and holding this position for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, you rest for 15 seconds, and I want you to do that for a total of 6 times. The next exercise is called the side plank. You're gonna lie on your side here, your forearm pinned against the ground, your knees or your ankles on the ground, and you're gonna hoist your waist up off the ground as much as you can, getting that top hip all the way up. To make this a little harder, you can send your arm to the sky. To make it even a little bit harder, you can bring your foot out, and I want you to hold this position for 15 seconds. You can scale it down by bringing your knees down to the ground and still pushing up off that forearm. This is to activate your oblique muscles. 15 seconds each side for a total of 6 times. And the third and final exercise is called bird dogs. You're gonna be on your floors, and all you're gonna do is send your leg back, send your right leg back, really squeezing your butt cheeks there, bringing your thigh as high as you can, and bringing your left arm out. So left arm out, right leg back, holding this and squeezing for 15 seconds, and then doing the other side for a total of 6 times. I hope this helps. I hope you guys are staying as active as you can. Strong core, strong spine, it's all important. Be well, take care.